Rich and Divine Risings, guys. It's your girl Euphoria tapping in with today's day 140 of becoming a star seed. And the question is, how do you become a star seed? And with today's lesson, we're going to get deeper into that. So, first off and foremost, as always, I want to thank everyone for subscribing to the channel, being a part of the family, and just tuning in and, hearing what I got to say because, we may have a bunch of different perspectives in the world, but I'd like to believe that mine is pretty freaking valid. Much like everybody else. But without further ado, let's get straight into it. I want to thank my angels, ancestors, divine beings, and the highest white light for coming through at this time and blessing my channel. And I also want to thank everyone that supports me, whether I can see them or not, in spirit and in flesh, so help us God. Also, angels and ancestors, divine beings, and the highest white light coming through at this time to always direct my tongue, my hands, and my body towards the highest good for all. With that said, let's get into the word. Oh my God, that is so funny based on what happened today, this rising, but let's go ahead and get into it. It says, and this book is Joyce Meyer, Starting Your Day Off Right. I've been reading this book since before COVID, so, It says, God wants your heart. But the Lord said to Samuel, look not on his appearance or at the height of his stature, for I have rejected him. For the Lord sees not as a man sees. For man looks on the outward appearance, but the Lord looks on the heart. Samuel 16:7. Religious teaching turns our attention to our outward appearance, but it doesn't empower us to clean up our inside thoughts and intentions. Jesus called the religious Pharisees whitewashed tombs full of dead man's bones. See Matthew 23:27. Because they boasted of their perfect obedience to the Hebrew laws. But God didn't see them as perfect because their hearts were not merciful as his. God would rather have someone with a sweet, wonderful heart toward him who makes mistakes than somebody with a slick performance who is rotten inside. When God looks at your heart today, let him find it wholly seeking him. So we're always seeking and, being focused in our heart more than anything. So before I get into this message, I want to ask this. I want to ask that you put your hand over your heart and close your eyes. Breathe in. And hold that and look for your heartbeat. Find your authentic heartbeat and breathe out. Again, breathe in. Find your authentic heartbeat. Once you found your actual authentic heartbeat, you'll find that you start resonating with the people around you, and a lot of the chaos that you were feeling in your body a few moments ago seems to fade away. This is not an accident. This is what we're supposed to do every rising. See, this morning or rising, I woke up and I just was like, I need to feel my heart. And I took my shoes off and I like planted my feet in my car and I just kept saying like Sierra's heart, Sierra's heart, Sierra's heart, Sierra's heart, Sierra's heart. And slowly but surely, I was realizing that I was sharing my body with so many other people, so many other energies whose hearts weren't aligned with my heart. And that let me realize that's why half of the time when I get on this platform, I can't even speak straight because their energies are focused in different areas than mine. My energy's always been heart focused. Good morning, Sierra. Peace and blessings to you and a young man on this Tuesday morning. Thank you, Wendy. I appreciate that. But it's always been heart based, heart focused. Like a lot of the times, especially right now, we're all being told to focus on our sexual energy or our brain. There's no in between. But the neutral space that we're all supposed to meet at is the heart. The only reason you have to protect your heart out here these days is because certain people don't have good intentions for your heart. Once they find a good heart, the first thing they want to do is try to eat it up and take it for their own. But the thing is, you can't steal someone else's vibration. You can either align with my heart frequency or allow me to tap into yours, and then you eventually will align with my heart frequency. But you can't steal that. You can try to attack it. And I felt like the other energies in my body, they were definitely attacking my heart chakra. Like they were like, oh no, this energy's heart is about to take over us. And it's like I felt like as soon as I got my heartbeat like focused, and I really rested in my own heartbeat, I could feel the pendulum. They were starting to swing at it. They were swinging at my heart. They're like, what is this? Because in their bodies, it feels like something's attacking them because my heart's electromagnetic waves were starting to get stronger because I was focusing all my energy right there. And the more you start to focus on your own energy, you'll start to now realize that it's your job to allow people to align with your heart. You don't have to dial yourself back in order to be acceptable on a platform or in a room or anything for that sort. You can really tell things and people around you to align with your heart chakra. And when they don't, you can move around. The word of the day just so happens to say God wants your heart. And this morning I just randomly like I didn't think of anything. I just went to the bathroom, woke up, was like, focus on my heart. Focus on my heart. And having a pure heart will get you a lot more places. As even the book said, will have you a lot more places than, oh, super duper high frequency sexual energy. You know what I'm saying? It even allowed me to clean up and find out there were some other extra places and spaces that were holding energy in my body that had no business holding space in there. Like my friend went to this party yesterday and I just kept falling asleep. I couldn't stay awake. But ever since then, my lip has been twitching. Then I had a bunch of outbreaks in my mouth. Whatever that frequency is, it's not aligned with my heart and what I have planned for myself. So it's throwing off my nervous system. That's why I like the fact that I have herpes so much, is because when something is throwing off my natural algorithm, my natural beat, my frequency, it will show. it will let me know this is not good for me. So a lot of people who say, oh, don't you just want to get rid of your herpes? Herpes is gross, all that. It's like, no, herpes is literally a navigation system. Because that night, I just could not stay awake. I'm like, something going on with that boy in that house. You know, because my friend, of course, was attached to my energy when I dropped him off. And I just started having outbreaks after outbreaks after outbreaks in my mouth. Something in that house, that energy, that whatever was going on in there was not right. That's why I don't want to just heal my herpes. No, I don't want to just take medicine and make my herpes go away. Herpes is a navigation system to let you know, oh, this is stressful. Now, I can eat some of the best foods, and that'd be, oh my God, I took my earring out. Oops. I can eat the best of the best foods, and there's nothing wrong with that, eating good food and, changing your lifestyle so that things don't stress you out. But at the baseline, before you get to that point, and you still eating healthy foods, of course, before you silence your virus, because even me, I eat healthy foods and I pretty much have a healthy balanced life. Like, I wake up, I go to the gym, or if I don't go to the gym, I go straight to work. I go Grubhub, I put on peaceful music, I don't really listen to trash. I'm pretty peaceful. So when something throws off my body to the point where I'm having an outbreak, there's something going on there that I need to pay attention to. It's helped me through relationships. Anytime I wasn't supposed to sleep with a boy, I would just randomly start having outbreaks down below. It's like that person's energy is going to stress you out. Don't even waste your time even like sleeping with the guy. So a lot of people, oh my God, ew, herpes. Like, no, herpes literally been saving your girl's life. Like, outbreak, don't mess with him. Outbreak in the mouth, don't do that. None of that. God wants your heart bad. God placed it in my heart and in my pathway to get herpes, so that when something is not right for me, I will get an outbreak and it will stop me from doing anything. Because, we are naturally sexual, sensual beings, and it's natural to want to please someone else and be sensual with someone else, because you understand the power of sex. Sex is very healing, it's very spiritual, and it's a moment where you're merging souls with somebody. You're saying, I want attributes. I want to be like you. I want whatever you have going on in your soul. I want that added into my life. And whatever you have in your soul, I want that added into my life. And when y'all have sex, y'all literally are transferring portions of y'all spirit into each other. Literally doing this to your souls, like binding them like this. That's why they have soul ties. So when herpes is like coming up on a day where I'm thinking I'm about to sleep with some guy, I'm going to trust my nervous system. I'm going to trust my body every time. It's going to be like, no. Not him. Sorry, boo. Like, as soon as he went to that event and all that happened, he brought all that energy, whatever he had going on with him. The nervous system was like, don't bring none of that. And then he probably got demons. He done picked up on that live feed, whatever he was doing. Energies that just don't align with your path, that's going to make you act, because he carrying those energies in his body now. That frequency is inside of his frequency. So if you add that into your life, it's going to throw off your frequency. You're not even touching him and it's already doing it, because y'all are connected. So no, don't go any further. So again, I enjoy the fact that I'm herpes positive, because it allows my body to know this ain't it. This is not going to help me get to where I want to go. This is actually hindering me. Wake up, somebody might need to hear this. If you have herpes and you keep getting outbreaks, it's something in your body, it's your nervous system telling you this needs to stop. Stop it. The job is stressful. The boyfriend is stressful. The friend is stressful. The relationship is stressful. The parent is stressful. Your body is only having outbreaks because you're going through some form of stress. This food is not good for you. This is too much sugar, too much sweets, not good for you. The body is only having outbreaks because you are aligned with something that is not good for you. That's why today when I found my heart, I'm like, oh, I haven't really been feeling my own heart. And then I started like tapping, and then all the other energies in my body started attacking my heart. I'm like, oh, these energies aren't supposed to be around me anymore, because if I can't be in my own vibration and feel my own heartbeat more than I feel whatever they got going on in their body, then they're not meant to be on this ride with me, because you are aware that you are the product of the 5 people you keep closest to you. So if you got somebody on your team whose heart is vibrating down here, but when you feel your heart, it makes you come up here and then over to the side. It's like y'all are in two different lanes. You in the wrong lane, letting them drive your ship. You supposed to be over here, up here somewhere. You supposed to be like really up here. That energy is vibrating low and in a whole different lane than you. And when you learn to find your heart every day and like sit with yourself and ask this to like this morning again, I just was sitting here, I'm like, Sierra's heart. I held my breath. Sierra's heart. My heart. Focus on the heart. And then you get to the heart and you're like, hold on. So what was all that other stuff that was going on down in my womb, down in my sacral chakra? Exactly. The world tries to keep you vibrating down there really low so that your heart is on the level where your privates are supposed to be at. Your heart is vibrating all the way down there. That's why you might feel shorter than the average person, because your heart is not aligned with the highest possible frequency. That's why Kanye West says in a song, most rappers face level ain't at my waist level. It wasn't a diss. It's your heart being aligned with your sexual desires versus the purity of the heart. That's why you go from red to orange to yellow to green, and green is where everybody's supposed to meet in between. Then you start getting to your throat chakra, then your third eye, then your crown chakra. Once you land at the crown chakra, you by then have officiated where your heart. Because again, this past year, this last summer, y'all forgot we had the we had 888. It was the Lionsgate portal. It happens every year on 8/8, but this year it was 8/8/8 and the year of 8. Everyone's heart was supposed to be like, okay, this is the side I'm standing on, and I'm sticking with it. And I was there, like I was there, but I was in a house full of people who had been vaccinated, who were they were very low level based, low frequency based. They were very. I just posted on your TikTok page. You going to 7-Eleven and buying healthy stuff and staying healthy when you are homeless, very teachable. Right. It's like I don't live with anybody right now. I live in my car, but I still like sleep in my car in the backseat. Okay. However, I'm still able to vibrate on a certain frequency. And this is what I got to teach you all. You have to start asking yourself, where is my heart vibrating at? Again, I close my eyes, I breathe, and I say Sierra's heart. And when you find your heart, you then are able to be on your journey where you're supposed to be at. Because again, when you're not vibrating at the right frequency at your heart level, you'll realize your heart is low because your heart is vibrating either at the solar plexus level of society or the sacral chakra. So you got to move yourself up to your heart chakra. You got to come upstairs to your heart. This is why I'm happy that I have herpes. Because again, whenever I start having outbreaks, it's my body trying to tell me these people are not good for you. They're on the wrong frequency. They're going to take you back down. That's why herpes is a blessing. Herpes is a blessing because it's going to you're going to keep getting pulled down. Because it's like, no, you're not supposed to be down there. You're supposed to be up here. And every time you go back down there, you're going to have outbreaks. Life isn't all about sex and vibing with everybody. Life is about finding out, Sierra's heart. Sierra's heart. Hold on. And even in chaos, because I'm not going to hold you. I'm not trying to make fun of my friend. But I got a friend right now asking me, where am I at? It's like I done went to a different dimension. I'm leveling up. I'm pushing myself up to my proper heart posture. You can come upstairs with me, or you got to stay down there with you. I can't keep pulling myself down. I can't keep pulling myself down. I got to stay up here at my heart chakra level so that the journey can be continued. God gave me herpes so I could discern these people, sex with this person right now, I've had it so many times where I was going to date someone and sleep with them, and then as soon as we about to outbreak. But you got to do a lot of purging of other energies. You can't just come upstairs. You got to also let go of people who are pulling you downstairs. And that's very serious. You got to do your own work. And I've done my work. That's why my heart, no matter how much stuff I've gone through being evicted, homelessness, losing my son, my heart posture is still the same. I'm gonna have to make this video short because obviously, as y'all can see, we got something going on right now. Jesus did do the work where he was able to heal people. I can't help you go through your spiritual journey. I can only enlighten you and inspire you. But I pray that you guys take this message very seriously, as y'all saw the difference in the energies. And I've been going through this energy for the last since February, but still was able to pull myself back up. So take that from me that I've cleaned my energy out and I can get back. So you can get pulled back down and still get back up. Sometimes you got to go back to go catch a few more people so that they don't get left behind. But if they don't listen, then at that point you got to go ahead and do the whole entire cut off. Okay? I'm going to do what I can. This message is going to be short today. Okay, what's your body count? None of your business. What's your bank account? Like, none of my business? What are you talking about? Okay? Oh my God, no. I have not seen 100 bodies naked. That's excessive. No. Nowhere near 100 actually. But since you're being disrespectful, I'm just going to silence you. Put you in timeout. Okay? So I hope y'all can see based on the pulling of the energy and how people be all over the place. Sierra's heart. Whew. That you could immediately just jump up that quick. But you got to recalm yourself. And if you haven't done emotional intelligence and been in the knowing that you can, a lot of people get stuck down at that level and really be thinking like, oh my God, I'm stuck in a pit. Oh my God, I can't go nowhere. Oh my God, I'm trapped. Oh my God, I sold my soul. No, you're just attached to things that are vibrating where their heart is down at the sacral chakra level or the root chakra level. And you haven't been able to free yourself from those people because you still care about those people. You want to be attached to those people. And that's the straight and narrow path. It's the many are called, few are chosen. And that's a serious thing because the majority of people, what's up, Arthur? Most people are going to be low level vibrating individuals. They're going to be down there, and it's not a disrespect to anyone. But the average person is not going to want to cut off the weed, the alcohol, the friends, the partying, the sex, anything, period, justifying their heart so that they could take their heart and put it where it belongs. They found themselves feeling like they're stuck behind a glass when they're just stuck in the minds of somebody else. You got to be able to be like, whose brain am I stuck inside of? I got to cut that ceiling and step out of it. I don't belong there. I belong in my own mind, but you gotta climb up the staircase of your own body. That's why you have to go up the spine. That's why the root chakra is at the bottom of the spine. The heart is in the middle where everyone's supposed to be neutral at, and then you can go into your throat and your third eye and your crown chakra. It's a journey upstairs, up yourself. See, I started up here when I was born, and I never really was down here. I never really cared about sexual energy and all that stuff. I was never in all of that stuff. I started here. That's why I was a hairstylist, a crown adjuster. I always focused on the crown chakra. That's always where I was at. I was always a crown chakra based individual. I had this mole on my forehead. I was always sidekick my whole life. That's who I naturally am when I was born. Most of us are that way. But the world gets in your head and starts seducing you and tempting you to have sex, and next thing you know, it's the one thing that keeps the pain away, and you just want to keep doing that because it makes your back not hurt, it makes your knees not hurt, your feet not hurt, your hands not hurt, and the only thing you can do is find sex to make the pain go away, and you don't even realize that the reason that you're in pain is because you're low level vibrating. So you're letting too many energies have access to you because your vibration isn't high enough. Most individuals can't jump that high. They can't ask themselves, where's my heart? And just jump up to it. They can't put their hands over their chest and hold their breath and feel for their heart. And it's not their fault. Sometimes people live with people who ain't good for them. See, I had to get kicked out of my mom's house to refine my heart because I was here before I got evicted. Well, I didn't get evicted. They asked me to leave because they wanted to make me an example that if you come up against us, then you gonna get kicked out. But they ended up having to get everyone's rent in that neighborhood stabilized, and they cannot raise their rent until they fix their whole entire property. So me standing on my heart's principles helped over 400 families just for me being in my heart, not in my crown chakra ego or sexually trying to please everybody. Because the reason I didn't get to be on the news is because the man who said, I'll put you on the news with everybody. You could be the face of this whole entire program. You could be the face of this whole entire movement. He didn't allow me to go on the news because I didn't want to give him access to those parts down there. I'm like, I mean, are we doing business or are you trying to be my man? I mean, I'm not going to lie to you, Miss Roberts. You know, you are a very attractive woman. That's not why I'm not here for that. I'm not here for that. I'm here to make sure the people in the neighborhood and the apartment, I'm not here for that. When you really are focused on your heart, and again, getting back to Sierra's heart, you gotta remind yourself to climb through it. You're going to have to ask yourself, where's your heart 1,000,000 times a day? But if you got to ask yourself that 20,000 times a day, 1,000,000 times in one day, I'd rather know where my heart is and keep following my heart and get away from things that are trying to penetrate me and pull me down. I'm going to take y'all to my level. Y'all going to have to follow me up here because I'm going up. I'm not coming down to just be where everybody in the status quo is here and down here. Right now, my heart feels like it's right here. Like if I could just sit still, like just here. This is where the average American is. But if I close off access, and then say Sierra's heart. Sierra's heart. Sierra's heart. Out of nowhere, I feel my heart and I'm right here. So if the average person down here, 2 chakras down, 2 floors down in the building, okay? I'm not saying it to disrespect nobody. This is literal, spiritual, electrical, magnetic waves, whatever you want to call it. Our heart is the biggest electromagnetic portion of our body. That's why during COVID, they had to stay 6 feet away from each other. Hearts were not able to connect, so everyone's energies became disconnected. So then you had to find yourself during that journey. That's when I ended up living alone, making $1,000 a week doing hair, no problem. It wasn't until I came back to my family that I started to I'm like, why I feel like somebody electrocuted my private parts? What they talking about? MK Ultra? I ain't never felt this before. What is this? What y'all got going on up in here? I don't know nothing about this. Electrical magnetic waves, my feet. Why I feel like something stabbing me in my right foot? What the hell going on? It wasn't until I moved back with my family I felt all that. I did not feel that when I lived by myself and I was on that journey by myself in that apartment. So again, I'm happy I have herpes. Because herpes be like, these people right here, they don't let them in your body. Don't have sex with this man tonight. He carrying all their energy and he gonna put that shit inside of you. It's already affecting your body right now. It's causing chaos. Get that shit out of here and turn it somewhere else. It don't belong in you. Okay? I gave y'all your 30 minutes today. So if you got cold sores or anything and they be popping up all the time around certain people, you're like, damn, I was about to go on a date and I was about to get the ooh, wop, 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 and I can't do it. The energy is trying to tell you, stay the fuck away from that boy. Stay the fuck away from them people. Based on what you want to do. You could be one of the people that want, you could, and there's nothing wrong with people who vibrate in level orange. If you want to be on level orange, stay on level orange. There's nothing wrong with that. I love that for you. We need people who love to be orange. But I'm more of a green purple kind of girl. So, or green blue purple kind of girl. I'm higher chakras by birth, not by I'm bougie, I'm better than anybody. By birth, I was just naturally programmed to be that way. That's why when you meet me, you have to open up your heart and you got to go up there. Let me even look at the crystals that I got in my car. I can't make this up. Everything that's around me is me. Heart chakra, crown chakra, throat chakra, cleaning out and absorbing all negativity from the lower chakras, black. Everything around me speaks what I am. It's like there's no confusion. My favorite colors, all of that. So I hope that this message reaches the right people and teaches the right people. Okay? If somebody's a higher frequency, it's not that they're bougie. It's just they vibrated to a different frequency. And it's not their job to hold space for people who don't want to do the work. It's my job to keep trying to inspire you to take that flight up the stairs. I could hold your hand for a little bit, but after a certain point in time, it's like, okay, now I got my train is about to be here. I need to be here on the train so that when the plane come, I can get on a plane and go where I gotta go. I can't keep, at some point in time, what are we doing? We got kids. Like, even this, like, I already know it's my mother. She like, you come back downstairs. I don't want to be down there. That's why y'all look like that. I don't, you see how I removed the energy and now it's gone? Lucy effect. I removed the energy. I don't want to be down there. Remove the energy and then it's gone. You start looking healthier and younger when certain energies aren't attached to you. Because you are the product of the 5 people you keep closest to your mind, your thoughts, your heart, and your sexual organs. You are the product of the 5 people you keep closest to those parts of your body. And if they not living right, it could look good on the outside. It could be jewels, it could be diamonds, it could be ice. But if it's not aligned with God for real, you gonna know. You gonna feel like this all the time. Your back hurting, you feel like you hunched over. You're gonna feel that. And for someone to try to climb up on top of somebody else and hold that over somebody, is like, if you don't get your ass back, little boy, we don't need to be down there. That's not what you're, no. God don't call you to put nobody down. God call you to bring people up. So just because you got a lot of support don't mean that you're doing the right thing, because you're putting people down who do want to find a way home. Many are called, few are chosen. I love y'all. Now I'm about to go ahead and split this money up so I can put it in my envelopes. I decided to be more attuned to my journey to get my $10,000 in the next 75 days. Okay, 85 days. So I've been putting money in my envelopes. Okay. Last day, I'll be putting $200 in this envelope. I had $10,000, okay? So if y'all feel like donating anything to my Cash App, $5, $2 for these wonderful morning sermons that y'all getting, these wonderful words of wisdom, and it's access to this higher frequency, to this consciousness, feel free to donate to my Cash App. The link is down below. Because I'm just trying to raise this money so I could stop living in my car. Honestly. That's it. I just want to be back stable for me and my son. I ain't begging y'all for nothing. I'm just ready to get out of my car. That's all. And I work every day. I go to Grubhub. I still save my own money. But yeah, it's time for me to let y'all go because there's too many people getting access to. It's like, I don't even understand people put this much access to their bodies out there in the world. Like, child, it's disgusting. It's disgusting. I can't do it. You gotta close the back door when you with me. I don't fuck with that. That's nasty. Cause you can't carry, like, if you carrying that many people and they not cleaning up their house, that's the reason why you can't get upstairs. Cause you got too many people trying to pull you down, and they coming in the back door. Look at this shit. My face did not look like this at the beginning of the live, and I already know who it is. Close up your fucking asshole, bruh, and close off access to your body spiritually. My heart right now, it feels all of that stuff, and it's like, no. Sierra's heart. That's why I burp it out, because my heart is like, oh, hell no. It's coming out both ends. All them spirits is like coming out, not on my level. And it's not a ego thing. It's like, I don't operate how you operate. You don't have access. You might have got 5 seconds of entry into the church, but you can't stay here. You got to find somewhere else to carry on. Because either you change your life and you get right with God, or you get the fuck out of my house. Simple. All right, y'all. I love y'all. Remember, here you are heard, seen, and loved. And I want you to have peace, love, and hair grease, and everything in between. Because these are all your chakras in your body, all your tools in your body to help you manifest your dreams. Don't let nobody take advantage of you. That's what's been going on. So I love my herpes. My herpes be like, ah! Access denied, access denied, access denied. Because people don't get it yet. But all right, y'all. I love y'all. Y'all be easy. Y'all be great. Y'all be good. Y'all be gods. Remember, if don't nobody else love you, I do. Okay. Peace.